What's up, everybody? It's Chris from the BrahjCast, and we're talking baseball cards. I got fellow YouTuber Matt from Virginia, a.k.a. Passion for Cards, on with me. Matt, say hello to the millions of listeners.
What is up, everybody? Say it with me now. What is up?
I love it. I love it. I love the energy. Shit, I got to pep up over here now. Shit, can't outdo me. You ain't gonna
never, brother, never.
All right, well, shit, we're just here, man, we're just here ready to talk some baseball cards. I've actually been a fan of Matt for the last couple of months now. He's got an awesome channel. If you haven't seen it, it's Passion for Cards. Dude has an amazing collection. Start at video 1 because he's going to walk you through his card room and put your shit to shame probably, but it's amazing to look at, that's for sure. And that's how I was like, man, Matt, he's a credible dude. He's a valid dude in the community here. How long have you been collecting? Yeah, I just want to jump right into it, Matt. That room is, you said, like, I just started, is filled with like 150 binders. Like, how long is that? How many years is that going back?
So, as I think about it, and I think about it a lot, I kind of put my memory to the pictures of the cards. So the first year of cards that I vividly remember when I see them is 1978.
Damn.
So that's kind of where I put my collecting start, is right around that time frame.
What is it about the 1978 set? Is that your year of birth, or is that just when you started, or?
Now, I was actually born in 71, so I would have been about 7 years old at that time. And I don't know, like I said, when I flipped through cards, especially, back in the day, I'd flip through 75 and 76 and 77. I'm like, okay, but as soon as I saw that 78 card, like something clicked in my head, like that's the one I remember the most. So that must be the one that I first kind of started, because I'm a pack ripper. That must be the first one that kind of sticks in my head, is that's really when I started getting into it heavy.
That's crazy you say 7 years old, because I was born in 80, so 7 years old for me was 1987 Topps, and that's what I remember too, man. My first vivid set, my first pack of opening up, they were like a quarter a piece, and there he was, man, Jose Canseco in that bright green uniform, man, and that
Jose, baby.
I was like, and he had that instant credibility with me because he had that rookie cup next to him, so it was telling me that this guy was somebody that was good, and
absolutely, getting ready to pop off.
Yep, and to this day, it's like an iconic card. So it's crazy. You said it was about 7 years old for you. It's the same for me. And so you've been going from 78 all the way up.
All the way up, man. So I probably like a lot of people, I kind of slowed down.
Yeah.
In my college years, and when I first got out of college, because the money wasn't there. So, but I never stopped, man. I always bought what I could, so I kind of kept it rolling, and then once I kind of got my feet under me and got established in life and all that stuff, I started cranking back up again. So never really stopped, but definitely slowed down a little bit from here and there, over the years, but kept going a little bit.
So from 78 to 80 is that's all Topps, and what is it, 81 where we get Donruss and Fleer? Am I right on that? 81, or is that not till like 83?
No, 81's. Yep, 81's when they came out, and I don't know why, but I had some of those back in the day, and I kind of broke everything in the early 80s. But I always had an affinity towards Topps, so I stopped really collecting everything else.
So
I've got a bunch of 5,000 count boxes here in the corner of my room with a bunch of non-top stuff that I don't even look at from that era. So I don't even know what's in there, to be honest with you. So the Topps is the one I always kind of stuck with.
So all the sets and the binders, everything that you go for every year, it's just the Topps product.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Gotcha. So nowadays too, not even no love for like the Panini or anything like that.
Actually, it's probably worse nowadays. Just because of the logo thing. At least back in the when they first came out, they had the logos, and I have nothing against those cards, and I think a lot of those cards are very beautiful. Like the '84 Dodgers set is very iconic, and I like the looks of it. I never collected it, but it's definitely worse now that. You got some nice looking cards that come out nowadays that are non-Topps, but man, something without that logo just turns me off.
It is weird. There's only a few Cansecos that I can get, and it just basically depends on the pose that he's in. If he was a catcher, it'd be a lot better because catchers are always covered up.
Right, yeah.
And I think actually you had said that in your last video, and it made a hell of a lot of sense to me, or something like that. Maybe it was somebody else I was watching, but I was like, yeah, man, as catchers, they're you never see any logos on them, but there's very few where there's a few where Canseco is in like full rip or full swing, so you don't really even see. There's his swing or whatever is all covering up his chest and everything, so you don't even really notice the logo's gone. So I will get those, but some of them look really, really tacky to me too.
Yeah, I'm with you. Like you said, I guess if the pose is right, like you said, that's one thing. But if it's obvious that he's standing there in a plain yellow shirt and a plain yellow hat,
exactly,
I just can't do it, man. I can't pull the trigger.
So you're a pack ripper, huh? You just everything that's in your collection is what, 90% pack ripped or what?
Yeah, I would say everything from 78 to now is all pack ripped. I mean, I buy like I got a case of Series 2 should be here probably Monday. Damn. I usually buy 5 or 6 boxes of each thing that comes out, and I rip. Me and my wife, she actually really likes opening them up and going through them too, so we rip through them. But anything pre-78, I buy, singles from card shops and some stuff on eBay. But the bulk of what I got is, just rip and wax, man.
No doubt. What's pre-78? Anything that you hunt? I know you got a mantle collection going. Is that true?
Yeah, so my mantle collection is probably my prized possession, mostly because that kind of represents my father, and he's the one that kind of got me into it. And to this day, he still helps me sort. He doesn't live here. I'm in Virginia, obviously. He's still in New York, but he comes down several times a year and helps me sort. And Mickey Mantle was his guy. He was
nice.
He was in the 52 when that Mantle card came out. My dad was 10, and my dad's a huge Yankee fan, so
oh man,
so I kind of started that collection for him. So the only card I'm missing is actually the 52 Topps.
Crazy
card. I've actually just sold some real estate, and I'm actually hunting to get a low grade one of those. Damn. Hopefully in the next 6 months or so.
Making a move.
I got to do it, man. It's the one card I've always wanted that I don't have.
No doubt.
And I'd like to do that for my dad because I know he would love it. So
I mean, what's the lowest grade that would be acceptable for you, or is it like a 1.5 is fine with you?
I don't really care about the number. Like a lot of these guys saying I don't grade cards. That's another thing. I don't know.
Right. Me neither.
Kind of unusual in that I don't grade. I have, I think, 2 or 3 graded cards, and they were given to me in all my collections. So I'm looking for something that's fairly well centered, that has decent eye appeal. I'm probably going to be, from what I've seen, from what I've shopped around, it's probably going to be in the 2 to 3 range, somewhere around there.
Yeah, at least. And man, I know there's a big dump of vintage cards coming. I know there's a story that's been brewing with that one guy whose mom did save all his cards, and he's got like 10 perfect 52 Mantles. I mean, the list was huge of everything that he has, all in perfect condition, and it's all been sent to be graded. And
oh, really?
Yeah, I forget, man. Maybe I heard that on Around
the Hobby.
That. Man, have you watched Around the Hobby, right? With
you actually just watched the latest episode today
with Snoop.
Love Snoop. Man, he does a great job,
dude. I love listening to that show, and I while I'm sorting cards, I watch everybody's videos, and man, the last one was like a half hour long. I was loving it.
It goes so quick though, man, because he gives you a lot of great information.
Exactly, and I think it was. I think he confirmed that story for me, and maybe it was an episode or 2 prior then.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, this guy is looking at a 7-figure payday at least.
Man,
a couple $1 million.
Can you imagine?
That's everybody's dream, man. Going to that yard sale and having old grandma be like, "Oh yeah, I found these in a shoebox. They were in the attic. I don't know if anything."
That's funny, man, because my dad and I talk about that a lot. Like, it's even in 2018, people are still finding in attics and, like you said, yard sale. They're still finding like hidden gems, man. They're out there.
That's crazy. So, do you think, what is that? So we're in 2018. Mantle is a 52. What, that's 48 plus 18. Let's do some math. What is that? 66 years ago?
Yeah.
About that. Okay. So, so 66 years from now is like, whatever. We'll just say, let's say 2070. Top still has a reign on exclusivity.
No question. Either front door or back door, they're going to get it one way or the other.
The packs consist of their cards are now stickers. They're just sticker cards.
I figured by then they wouldn't even be cards. Like you open up the pack and there's like just digital images you see through some glasses or something.
Exactly. Exactly. But will people be hunting the Mike Trout? What is it? At the 09 Topps update, whatever the Trout, nice rookie is there.
2011.
11. Do you think they'll be hunting it? Will it be as coveted as it is? Like like an iconic piece, or like a Griffey Jr. 89. I don't know what it is of this generation that's like a real iconic piece, but do you?
Yeah, I think both of those cards are obviously really iconic. I just think the one thing that separates the vintage is just that. I mean, the scarcity, and obviously 60 years from now, how many of those are going to be around? The Mike Trout, for example. Like I said, I'm a pack ripper, so I actually looked the other day. I've got 6 of those Mike Trout rookie cards in a doubles box that I didn't even realize I had.
Beautiful, man.
So there's so many. I don't want to say a lot, but there's so many of that stuff out there that it's still going to be coveted, but I don't think anything's ever going to be coveted like that stuff from the 50s and earlier.
I hear you, but the scarcity. They're trying to and this term gets floated around that manufactured. They're trying to make things scarce. Like the one of one.
Sure.
Yep. Super refractor, like I don't know, man. I don't know. It's weird to me. I'm getting back into cards this last year, like for reals, and it's just such a different ball game. It's as a player collector, I like to get the Cansecos, but I'm asking myself all these questions. Do I really need like the 19 different parallels?
Right.
Or the of 5, of 10, of 25. I don't know. It's crazy. It's different for me. So I don't really know.
And some of that stuff's kind of cool. I'm not I guess they call what they call the rainbow.
Right.
I don't chase a lot of them. I have a couple different sets just because I like the way the card looks so much that I figured, let me chase the different numbers. I've done it a few times, but definitely not something I make a habit of. But it is kind of cool to be able to do that and find some of that scarcer stuff, and some of the base cards to me are always great, but some of those, especially like in the chrome and some of the refractors with the color borders, the blue and the green, they're just really, really beautiful cards.
They are cool looking cards, that's for sure. But maybe it's and to each his own. Every collector collects for a way different reason.
Oh yeah,
but man. I don't know. I see some of the prices on some of these cards, and I'm like, what?
That's one of the things that really drives me nuts. Like you see guys paying, $500,000, $600,000, $700,000 for a guy that's played, 3 games. You could have bought a Tom Seaver 67 rookie card for less money.
Right. An established Hall of Fame. Yeah, exactly. It's so weird to me. It's odd to me, but maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm just showing my age. I don't know. Like, the baseball card collecting is different now. So maybe I got to catch up. Yeah,
no, that's what I think. Some of it's cool. I like to, I think it's fun for the, I like a lot of you guys that I don't really do the player collector thing like I know you do, and Topps 85 401 with the Barry. That's so cool to see. All those different cards and variations of the same player, and just the passion you guys have for that guy in his career, and it's just so cool. And I guess to be able to collect those parallels, if you feel like the price is right and is in your wheelhouse, man, why not?
It is fun, that's for sure. When I started getting back into it, and I was like finding that the Jose Canseco community is pretty well established, and there's obviously very big names. John Carlson and Tanner Jones and shit like that, and these guys have top notch. John has the gosh darn 40-40 stuff that can say he got the bat that he hit the home run with. He's got the bases.
Wow,
dude, it's amazing. That was crazy.
Holy cow!
Watching this,
yeah, that's crazy.
Stuff that was straight mounted on Canseco's wall is now in John Carlson's house, just chilling. He gets to look at it, just touch that base. It's just crazy, but. And then Tanner, he's the guy that has like every card. John has a lot of memorabilia and some one-of-one cards, but Tanner is the one that has like all the cards and incredible knowledge on these Canseco cards. Like I have 188 Donruss Canseco, right? And then I start watching Tanner Jones, Tan Man Baseball Fan, start watching his videos, and he lets me know that there's like 14 different versions of that one card.
Really?
I had no idea it existed, because there's asterisks here that asterisks aren't on here, different color swatch here, just these different little variations that I had no idea existed.
That's cool.
It was very, very cool. But what it did was really open my eyes, though, because I was like, oh, yeah, I'll be able to get every Canseco card in like a year.
Yeah, right. Good luck.
My whole life, dude.
You'll never have them all, bro. But to me, that's the fun of the whole thing, man. That's the fun of the hunt and the fun of the challenge, man, is trying to catch them all. For
sure. And speaking of like a hunt and the new set, what do you think of the Topps Living set?
God, man, I think you already know I'm a huge fan of that thing.
I see that you do you have the whole set going right now?
I do. Yep.
Nice, dude. That's huge.
So I got lucky, man. I'm not on any kind of social media, but my wife is on Instagram, and she saw that Topps had posted on Instagram this living set that was coming out, so she gave me a holler, and I went and checked it out. I'm like, man, first of all, it's the 53 design, which is, if you don't like the 53 design, something's wrong with it, because that's just a beautiful, beautiful set. And then the lady that does the artwork for the living set had done a lot of the artwork for the 2017 Topps Gallery, which I thought was really, really cool.
Really,
so I was like,
cards,
her work is super sweet. So I said, well, let me go check it out. You can get, if you jumped in right away, you can get all 3 cards each week, cost you $15, $5 a card.
Yep.
It's really, to me, it's really, really a pretty cheap investment. So I was like, I'm a set guy, so anytime I can try to complete a set, like, man, that's just what I do. I'm as happy to get the number 255 Harrison Bader as I am the number 260 Mike Trout. Like, they're the same card to me. So I was like, oh man, here's another set that I can try to chase from Topps, and it's it's sketch drawn and it's the 53 design. Like, shoot, I'm all in. And then a couple of weeks later, I'm looking at the program I use on Beckett to do my inventory, and I'm putting the cards in, and I'm like, Nick Markakis is worth $300, and Ian Happ's worth $300. I'm like, what the hell is this all about? And I guess, just because of the scarcity and nobody bought it when they first came out, that I was lucky enough to get in. So, yeah, I've got them all so far.
I saw the same thing in the new Beckett. There's like the hot list. And I was like, all right, Ohtani, Trout, Ohtani, Trout. And then I was like, Nick
Markakis.
I was like, $300. And then I was like, living set? I was like, what? I didn't get
that. You could probably get every one of Nick Markakis' cards he's ever had for less than $300.
Right? They sold 4,000, and I guarantee you he bought 3,918 of them. But man,
yeah, that's a beautiful set, man. I love it.
It is awesome, dude. The only one I got the Ohtani because I was like, sure. I'll see what these are all about. When I got it, I was really impressed, and I'm a fan of the 53 set myself. And then I'm kicking myself in the ass that I can't go back and buy them because now everybody knows. So the prices are getting,
it's getting diluted now.
They're flexing hard because if you want to complete the set, you have to have them. There's no more printing of them.
I got a cool little story about the living set I'll tell you, and obviously you can use what you want to use, but. So I did a video, I don't know which one it was back in the day, where I kind of talked about the living set when it first came out, and I was showing some of the cards. And probably about 3 weeks later, if you go through the comments down there, you'll see a comment from, I forget his name, but he claims to be the husband of the lady that's doing the artwork.
Oh, nice.
And he left a real nice comment about, thank you for promoting the cards, and I'm glad you like them. So, I don't know if it's him or not, to be honest with you, but the comment seemed to be pretty legit, so I was like, that's kind of cool if that's him, that he actually went out there and saw that and, saw his wife was getting kudos. It was kind of neat.
Nice, man. I hope he didn't watch my video because the only video I have is me being pissed off. I tried making the video like 7 times and I just couldn't get the words out. So I was like, you know what? Fuck this.
I'm over this shit.
That's it. That was my video. I'm like, here's the video. What do you think? I don't care. So he didn't leave a comment on mine, but
yeah, you might not want to see that one.
Right. So what about the Topps now? Are you in on those?
Yeah, so kind of the same thing, man. That started, this is 18, so I think 2016 was the first year the Topps Now came out.
Okay.
And like I said, being a crazy like set collector, man, the first year they came out in 2016, like I tried to get every one of them. And I'm probably missing a handful or so of having that whole set. But you know, the problem I have with it is I like the cards and the quality is great and they capture some great moments, but they let it get too diluted.
Yeah.
You know, they make cards now that a guy hit a walk-off single and won the game. Like, honestly, who gives a shit?
Yeah, that's the only thing I know of these cards. I didn't know that, you know, like I said, I'm getting back into it, so I haven't seen the prior 2 sets, but
so the way they kind of marketed this thing which was intriguing, was they were going to use it to do like rookie call-ups or major milestone, like Pujols 3,000, that type of stuff.
Right.
And they would do them every day that something cool happened. So I was like, all right, that's neat. This will be a fairly small set. And shit, I think the first year, I think it's like almost 900 cards because they kept putting this stupid shit out there that at the end of the day, you know, nobody really, you know, a year from now, who gives a shit that Frank Smith hit a walk-off single to win the game for St. Louis. I mean, so they really fucked it up, you know, as far as how their initial plan of marketing, I think, was good, but then they got way out of control with it. It's just too many cards.
I just saw and I think it's current. I just saw a video. Topps was announcing that like maybe it's David Ortiz or something is now the lead Topps.
Yeah, that was in Snoops thing
or something. Yeah, that's it. That's where I see that shit.
Yep.
I love it. Yeah,
I'm telling you, Snoop keeps us informed.
Right. So but you know, I saw that and I was like, what? I was like, you're the lead scout of what? You know, and the video shows him like opening cards and shit like backwards, you know, like you know, he did fucking
empty packs.
Yeah, right. He doesn't give a shit, you know. He's just like, pay me, or he has to do this because he's under contract. But
yep,
what is the lead scout of Topps now? Like telling you when is a cool moment? I don't know. It's weird to me, but I think it's intriguing. Yes, if somebody gets their 3,000th hit, fucking 300th win.
Yeah, if they would use it just for that, it would have been an amazing idea.
Right,
man.
Rookie of
just
the
got away from them.
You know, but yeah, I get an email like every 3 days from Topps telling me that somebody hit a walk-off single, and I'm like,
yeah, who cares, man?
So,
I don't need that on a $10 card, bro. I just don't. So I still collect it. I started, again, like in 16, I have quite a few. 17, I slowed down. Now I really buy rookie call-ups, rookie cards, anything of the Phillies, and then any major milestones I'll buy. Everything else I just kind of let go. You just can't buy them all.
Has the design and the stock and everything been pretty consistent over the years, or is this year like better than the last 2?
No, I would say all 3 years are pretty consistent. It's full gloss on the front, the full gloss on the back. This year they have a nice little, you probably see my videos when you kind of tilt it, it's got a couple nice Topps holograms on the back. That's kind of new.
Yep.
The overall design has been about the same. It's really focused more on the subject than the actual wording. So it's a really nicely made, high quality card. It's just they overdid it with the subject matter.
I hear you. So what is it that got you starting Passion for Cards, the YouTube channel? Well, how did that all come about?
Well, I was watching videos for a long time, and I actually started watching this guy that, God, he used to make probably 20 videos a day. His name is Cards Infinity. Chris Justice, I don't know if you see him. Basically, he's a box breaker, so he breaks anything that comes out. So he breaks boxes all day long.
Gotcha.
So I really started watching him just to kind of see the new product. You can kind of see what was in it, how it was laid out.
Yep.
And it kind of gave me an idea, you know, what I was looking for if I wanted to try something new. I kind of waited for him to get it because he would get anything new that came out, he would get and break. So it gave you a good opportunity to kind of see it. So I really started watching him, and then from there I found some of the main guys that we all know. I found Pepino, and I found Mike Baseball Collector, and I found Maiko and Ray from Philly and Elite Code. I just started watching their videos. I'm like, man, these guys have some really cool collections. And the one thing I kind of noticed about all of them, except for really Pepino, is my stuff is, you know, I'm the set collecting thing I think has kind of run its course with a lot of people. Like, I don't know that a lot of people do it anymore. I know Pepino does.
Yeah.
I know a guy named Mikey does, but I was like, man, not a lot of guys kind of do the old school like I do. So maybe it'd be kind of cool if, you know, I just kind of started showing my cards. And, you know, I obviously love the hobby. I've loved it for a long time. I don't really have I don't have any children. I do have a nephew that's 5 or 6, so he's hopefully going to get into it one day. So
you're building
I don't
sets
really have
for him on
anybody
the
to
side, right?
Yeah, I don't really have anybody to share the cards with. So I'm like, well, this would be a great idea, great way for me to just start showing some cards and, you know, meeting some people in the hobby and maybe connecting and making some friends. And then secondly, I wanted to keep my dad in the loop, man, because my dad loves the hobby. Like I said, he lives in New York, so I only see him a few times a year. So it gave me a chance to make videos of any of the new stuff I got so that he could go out there and kind of look at it and see it too. So that was really the 2 big reasons.
That's cool. Pretty much kind of the same reasons that if someone's to ask me the same question, it's basically the same answer as just watching other people's, you know, because I didn't know what to do when you know, got back into cards. I watched a dude named KG Sports Cards.
Yeah, I watch him. He's got some great stuff.
Dude. So this guy's opening 500.
Is that the guy that does all the Dynasty?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm from Junk Wax era where boxes are $45, and that was crazy too. I was a kid, right? So then I'm on the dropping a deuce or something, and YouTube tells me, fucking look at this guy's shit. I'm like, what's this pack? And so I click on it, and come to find out, these packs of Dynasty are $500 a piece.
Oh yeah,
and they have 1 card in them, and it blew
my
mind, dude. But it, you know, so I was like, this is cool because I get to watch somebody. I'm never gonna be able to do it, you know. So I started watching a lot of his videos, and then that told YouTube that I was interested, and they plugged me into the old algorithm, and then everybody else's videos, a lot of the same names that you were talking about, popped up. And man, it's just, you know, I just was like, man, this is awesome. I'd like to, you know, what I was doing at the time was just podcasting because I wanted to talk to other people about shit I was interested in, you know, because I don't want to sit there and blast my friends all day long about baseball cards if they're not interested, you know.
Right, yeah.
I was interested at the time, you know, Egypt's pyramids or fucking Conor McGregor, you know, whatever it was. So I just wanted to get into shit. Here I go blabbing on, and I forget what the hell I was talking about. I told you that shit would happen.
Hey, that's all good, bro. But like you said, that's one of the great things about YouTube, to be able to see. Because again, a lot of that stuff I won't buy either, but to be able to see it and see it on YouTube and see the cards, man, that's awesome.
Yeah, definitely, dude. Man, I just can't believe it. And still, like, I think the closest I could probably get to that is maybe like a pack of tier 1. But 100, you know, like $120 a pack, you know, like for Christmas.
It's such a risk, though, man. Like, even with that guy, I mean, he's pulled some nice stuff, but how many of the cards that he pulled have been worth what he paid for the box?
Yeah, dude. In those cases, I mean, that has to be 2G.
Gotta be easy.
$2,000 because it's like $5 or 5 boxes at 5. Imagine how many eBay bucks he gets.
What if they cut him off after a certain amount of time?
Right, man. Oh man, it was so cool to see that shit happen. And then everybody in the community has been so cool. You can see that everybody is starting to like know everybody and shout out other people. You said Mike O, he's doing like pack wars and shit with Pepino Man and those dudes up north collectors and shit.
Yep.
So that's cool. It's a cool community, and I'm sure there's a bunch of cool ass baseball card collecting communities out there like this, you know. It's just fuck, there's so many people out there. But one thing that I liked about your videos too is that I actually got to see the person behind the hands. A lot of people's cards or a lot of people's videos are just a set of hands, and I kind of lose it's kind of hard for me to relate to the person. I kind of lose interest quick unless they're quick-witted and say something funny or they're informational. Like, and I'm sorry if I'm blabbing on here, but like,
no, you're good.
But like Mike O, just today I was watching one of his newest videos, and it's just hands. You know, this version of a box breaker. No, what it was he was doing was showing some shit from COMC, and it was just hands showing cards. But he's so fucking knowledgeable and informative on the cards that it keeps my attention. You know, but just watching somebody throw a box down and literally break it fast, just you know, and because there's a bunch of people watching, you know, like that are in on the break or something. I can't get into that at all.
No, I don't like that either.
I just like to get some personality behind behind. Yeah, I just like to get to know the person, I guess, you know. And you've got you're awesome. Pepino's awesome. Mike's awesome. Baseball card babe, she's awesome. It's a really cool community that I'm really enjoying becoming part of. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's been so crazy, man. Like, you know, watching the videos and you saw folks getting, you know, talking about, I sent this guy a care package. This is before I got into it. And I'm like, man, this is kind of cool. And, you know, you don't really know, you know, the lengths of it until you jump in there and you start making videos. I mean, it wasn't probably a couple weeks and I got me and this guy, Mikey. I don't know if you've seen any of his videos or not. He lives out there he actually was in one of Pepino's videos. They live like 10 minutes apart from each other.
Okay, yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
We connected like it was, like I said, maybe a couple of weeks, and we were trading cards. And I mean, I've gotten multiple care packages from just people out of the blue that you don't even expect, and it's crazy, man. The generosity in this community is nothing like I've ever been involved in.
Absolutely, and it's cool that there's a platform for all of us to just basically get to know each other. Because, like I said, I'm sure we all have, you know. All of us probably only have one or two other people. I mean, you're really lucky that you have your wife that's into it with you, so you can talk about it a lot. You know, a lot of us, like I said, we don't want to burn everybody out, you know, around us. So this platform has been awesome to be able to just, you know, blab and talk about it, and people that actually want to hear it.
Well, let's clarify here real quick about my wife being into it.
Okay, real quick.
She'll smack me when she listens to this if she does. But here's her involvement in the baseball card hobby.
Got it.
Anytime a new something comes in that I buy, she sits down and opens them all with me, and that's where it stops.
There it is, right?
I try to get her to sort or help or anything. No, she's out. But boy, she loves opening cards. And I'll tell you what, we do a little pack war between each other.
Very cool.
And if we open up a box of cards and there's 10 packs, you know, she'll do 5, I do 5, and then, you know, we kind of figure out who wins. And she kicks my ass when it comes to pulling autographs, and some of the stuff she's pulled over the years has been unbelievable. So it don't bother me a bit. She can open all she wants.
I know, right? Same with my wife. We collected Magic cards a lot. Like for a couple of years, we were really into the game and playing, and those cards are very collectible and very expensive, or can be. And we would break boxes of that like crazy. And then even when I got back into the baseball cards, my first box I bought was last year's Allen and Ginter. And I bought 2 of them, one for me, one for her, because I was like, look, this isn't just strictly baseball cards. This is like a lot of other cool shit.
It's a beautiful product.
Dude, I love it. I love it so much. And we were opening up, and she's like, she pulls a fucking Hank Aaron mini fucking autograph.
Isn't that crazy, man?
Garbage. I was like, what the fuck?
You gotta love it.
It was awesome, though. I was like, shit, you got to keep opening up. That's for sure.
So you need to let her open whatever she wants.
Exactly. Man. So what else? So this year, Topps products. What's Allen and Ginter is coming out. You said you got a case of Series 2 coming?
Yeah, should be here probably Monday.
As a set builder, you should be able to get about 14 sets out of that case.
Yeah, you get about, on average, you know, because I buy the jumbo hobby, so it'll be 6 boxes. You get about a set per box.
Yeah, pretty close, right?
So I do one for my nephew every year, and of course one for me, and then the rest I store to the side and trade or, you know, do whatever with it.
Do you have boxes of unopened wax?
Very few. I have some stuff from the junk wax era, but not a ton. Most of the stuff I open all and like I said, sort it and either trade it or sell it.
I should just pull at least a pack out of every box or something. I don't know. Just hold some sort of wax. I have no wax collection. I have 1 box of 1990 Donruss baseball that was promised me that the Jose Canseco Elite's inside there. So I bought it for $5. Traveling gypsy on a wagon.
Hey, shit, for $5 you can't go wrong, right?
You can't go wrong. You get $5 worth of entertainment just by looking at beautiful pictures and amazing mustaches and fucking mullets that were visible back then.
I'm telling you, I love that shit you do with the the names and the ugly players.
Oh yeah, dude, that collection.
Man, that's epic, man. You're gonna put the Kyle Kendrick junk card in there.
Yes, that was awesome. I had no idea that did. And as soon as you put that up, I was like writing it down. I'm like, yep, gonna try to get something like that.
Who does that?
Yeah, right. There's all sorts of cool shit like that I'm finding out. There's like a Randy Johnson, one of his 89 Fleers apparently has like a Marlboro ad or something in the background, and then the version I had is all blacked out, but I didn't know that was like a mirror card and shit like that.
Yeah,
you know,
no, I hadn't heard of that one.
What about obviously you saw my videos, so obviously you've seen the Rusty Cunts rookie and Fuck for Bong. There's so many cool ones, man.
There's a guy. There's an old school pitcher that I have two nieces. One's in her late 20s and one's in her early 20s, and the older one actually, every once in a while when she's around, she'll kind of mess with cards, and so I send her pictures all the time. Of there's an old school pitcher, pitched for the Pirates and a few other people I think in the 50s and 60s. His name is Roy Face.
Roy Face.
And I always pick on. I say, what if this guy's parents would have named him Richard? And his name would have been Dick Face. And we joke about that shit all the time.
Yeah, these names kill me when I'm opening up these packs. Half of them I can't pronounce. Half of them I just half of them seem to be kids of former major leaguers nowadays. It's crazy.
There's been a lot of those coming up. Yeah, it really has.
God, it makes me feel so goddamn old, man. It's like, oh my God. I watched your father's whole career.
I didn't realize the other day I had bought a couple Topps Now cards with this Derek Rodriguez from the Giants.
Is that Pudge's kid?
It's Pudge's kid. I didn't realize, but that's Pudge's kid.
I didn't know. I would have thought, it's Pudge's or A-Rod's kid or something like
that. I think Baseball Collector had dropped a comment and said that Derek Rodriguez was Pudge's kid. I was like, man, I had no idea.
No shit, right?
Yeah, they're popping up everywhere.
Ivan Rodriguez. Yeah, I was talking Pudge with Jen on our podcast. That's one of her favorite players, and we got to talking about pretty much how unappreciated catchers really are.
They are,
and the art of throwing somebody out that's stealing second base is poetry in motion, and it has to be for it to work, and it's fucking something I could never do.
God, I remember watching. I don't know if you remember. Benito Santiago.
Oh, hell yeah. Him and Sandy
He used to throw guys out from the ground.
Uh-huh.
That guy was crazy sick.
Yeah, his knees have got to be shot. You see the way those guys move their knees and bend them
and
shit and all that stuff, man. They're just like the punching bags of the fucking team, unfortunately.
They keep it all going, though.
That's for sure. What about what's your thoughts on Ohtani? What, are you a buy, a sell, or I can't believe people are fucking talking about this guy so soon?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, God, I mean, the talent level this kid has is obviously through the roof. But kind of sticking to my my old school mentality. Like, obviously, I collect the Ohtanis that I need for the base sets, and so I have the ones he's had in like Heritage and some of the Topps Now and stuff. But people were going crazy for those Bowman mega boxes and all that stuff, trying to find his cards. I didn't buy any of them because that's just not what I do. And obviously, if I pulled something like that, man, I'd sell that bitch in a heartbeat
immediately.
But I mean, I don't doubt his talent, man. To be able to do what he does is phenomenal. But I wouldn't chase him.
I wonder if I don't even know like who's gonna have like a Hall of Fame career off of this like. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. As far as like chasing players, like there's Trout and Bryce Harper and other big names, but it's like I don't know. It just seems like such a gamble for people to be investing on a player that's less than a half a season old, is possibly hurt. What's the newest on his injury? Do you know? Is he having this Tommy John surgery? The last I heard, they were thinking about injecting like stem cells and fucking nanobots in his fucking arm or something.
Freezing it and taking it off and putting a new arm on.
Anything.
It seems like they're trying to avoid the surgery, doing anything they can, but it's probably going to come down to that. And it was funny. I got a guy I work with that's a big baseball guy, and he's like, you know what? If you're a pitcher, and you get drafted, you should just go ahead and have the surgery.
Yeah.
Take a year off, have the surgery, and then just come back because you're probably going to need it eventually anyway. And most guys come back nowadays with the technology. That Tommy John surgery makes these guys so much damn stronger. It almost makes sense.
To come back like that. You remember that movie Rookie of the Year where the kid he just cranks it back and throws a 100-mile-an-hour strike from center field.
Hell yeah.
That shit was great.
I love it.
It just blows my mind. Yeah, it just came out. You were talking about that mega box, and I had forgot just the mania for a month.
God, people were going crazy for that, weren't they?
That's all I saw was it just reminded me of like Willy Wonka, people looking for those damn golden tickets.
Yeah, you're damn right. It sure does.
God, dudes are sitting on showing pictures of having like 200 mega boxes and shit, and I'm thinking
it's cool to see. It's cool to see the craze like that. It's fun to watch people. It's fun to watch people do it, but I try not to get caught up in that too much because, man, the prices. God, some of these guys, and there's some great young players. You talk about, the couple kids there from Atlanta that are lighting it up, Albies and Acuna and Ohtani, and you got some other cats. And God, you think they're going to be spectacular, but you're talking. A base autograph of these guys is $400, $500, $600. It's like, God, next year they could be nothing. They could be shit.
They could be nothing, dude. They got to put in 15 of these seasons in a row, to be like Hall of Fame bound type shit. It's strange.
Prospecting stuff is tough, man.
That's what it is, I guess. And I guess that is maybe for more of the like investor type factor, and I guess that's just not me. I get so much joy. You see my videos when somebody sends me an 87 Fleer fucking award winner.
Hell yeah.
Broken in half. I love it. That's I don't know. It's just, I guess, different for me, but
that's my more mentality is more like you, man. I just love the natural base.
Yes.
Vintage, new, it doesn't matter, man. I just like the cars, and if you pull packs like I do and you happen to pull some cool stuff, that's cool, but I wouldn't, I'm just not a chaser.
Right.
That's kind of the cool thing, though, about building the sets, man, honestly, and in 2010, Top started doing the Pro Debut, which is their minor league kind of set, and then I think in 2011, they started doing the Heritage minor league. So I started doing those, so quite honestly, I have a lot of these guys in their minor league cards from Topps just because
that's pretty cool.
Building the sets. So not that I chase them, but just because I build those sets. Trout's in that 2010 Pro Debut, I believe, and the card's not a super valuable card, but still you get a lot of those young rookies, and you're not paying as much. You can get a box of Pro Debut for probably $60 or $70, which in today's dollars is pretty reasonable. Big
time, and it gives you a reason, in like 3 years, we're going to be going back through our 2018, pro debuts and, just those Bowman prospects and shit like that came out. And
that's what's cool about that stuff, man. Like you said, you wait a couple of years and you go back through it. I actually did that last year. I was up in New York visiting my dad for the holidays, and I was like, this is when Judge started to get hot. Nobody knew who the hell Judge was. I didn't know.
Me neither.
I was like, man, I think this guy's in the pro debut set. So I go back and start looking at some of my pro debut cards, and I've got that I pulled out of a pack. Actually, I pulled out of the same box out of two different packs. I got an Aaron Judge, Jorge Mateo autograph numbered to 25.
Nice.
And out of the same box, I got the same exact card, the printing plate numbered 101, signed by both of them.
Sick. That's nice. I've never owned or seen in person a printing plate. I think those are pretty cool.
They are pretty neat. You can pull them out of that minor league stuff. Actually, I'm not going to say they're readily available, but I've pulled several out of that minor league product more so than anything else.
That pro debut of this year, does that have the pieces of like the other teams scoreboards and shit like that?
Man, let me tell you something about them relics in that pro debut, and I think they're cool as shit, man. Because they got a relic in there of like a foam finger from grandma.
I think that's awesome.
They got a guy's fucking boxer shorts cut up and thrown into a card. They just do some crazy shit, man. But I think it's funny. It's really cool.
I like that. That is pretty cool.
I do too. They got pieces of the mascot fur like hanging out of the card. It's crazy, but the pro debut is fun, man. It's a fun set.
That's what got me about that Allen and Ginter. I saw that there was like a relic of fucking Santa Claus's bag, Leprechaun's jacket, some unicorn hair. You know, I was like, what? That's cool. Some dude here in I live in
piece of a
Wisconsin.
fucking styrofoam cup from the vending machine.
Right, exactly. A one of one. Fucking
I love it.
It was pretty
That's
cool.
fun stuff, though, man.
Definitely. And that was the first set that I bought so many boxes. I bought like 5 boxes in total over a month or two, and so I put that set together, and that's when I started really thinking, shit, man, this is fucking awesome. I got that fever again. The cardboard crack had really got a hold of me, and I just started.
So you have. And I'm probably supposed to ask you questions, but you said you obviously collected a kid and then you left. So how long did you leave for, and then when did you come back?
Man, I collected from like 87 to like 92-ish baseball, and then on and off, like in high school, I switched to basketball. Like I have a shit ton of Shaquille O'Neal rookies, Jason Kidds.
Oh, okay.
Like
yeah,
that,
nice stuff.
Yeah, like that era. Late 90s, because I graduated in 98, so shit from that era, even some like I think maybe even some Kobe rookies and some like Brett Favre rookies. I actually just kind of gravitated away from baseball for some reason. And then I think at the time, you know, when I at 12, you can't really spend a whole lot of fucking money.
No doubt.
It was just that junk wax era or whatever. I just like that at the time the basketball cards had more like this Fleer Metal and Fleer Ultra. These cards were really popping off, you know, and the Jordan was just coming back as number 45. So there was like some buzz, like the Sotani.
Yeah.
Everybody wanted the Series 2 of everything because the last card printed fast was a Jordan in the number 45 jersey, real late edition. And so that was some good buzz. And then, like you said, you know, college years and everything, that all kind of switched. Didn't have money again, and now I'm a grown ass man with a wife and a job, and I can actually spend money on the cards that I always wanted as a kid. So now I'm going back and as a man child and hunting them down.
So you focus now just all on baseball, or are you still doing some of the other sports?
No, pretty much just baseball, and pretty much just, you know, just Canseco. That's really what the collection is. But as I get back into it, I'm finding that I really, really like the Gypsy Queen product as a whole. So now, like, that's part of my PC. You know, I'm gonna get that every year and collect that set as well as the Allen and Ginter. Something about those two sets. And now, of course, there's a rookie Harrison Bader. I'm a big Star Wars fan, so we got Harrison Ford and Darth Vader all in one. So all of a sudden, I like this guy.
Got to play or collect that dude, bro. Got to.
Dude, I've just every one I pull, you know. And again, they're not. I'm not going to go spend $180 on a one of 25 or anything. But any one I pull is going right into my collection, so I can look at and smile at later.
Oh yeah.
And just having a lot of fun with it, that's for sure.
Hey, man, on that Gypsy Queen set, are you doing the high number of vintage players?
Yeah.
Man, those are sweet looking.
Yeah, definitely. I think there's 20 of them this year. You're talking
Yeah, they are cool.
20? Yep, I just got like 5 in from a dude off a trade, which was awesome. So I'm only
cool.
I'm like maybe 7 or 8 left on those. I have just a few of the fortune teller cards and the tarots. Shout out to Baseball Card Babe. She sent me a fucking huge chunk of those ones that I was missing, so that was cool. So
is Canseco in that set or no?
No. And I just bought all those cards and like with no chance of pulling a Canseco at all, but it was just that I don't know what it is, just that the look of those cards, the stock is cool. And then they come to find out there's the missing nameplates. There's all sorts of this weird shit you got to look for. And that's how Heritage got me too. All of a sudden there's different colors here. There's background. The backs of the cards can be different colors, just all these different variations. And someone that's, like I said, I'm new to getting back into it. I had no idea that I was supposed to be looking for photo variations and what the hell those Topps codes meant on the back and shit like that.
Man, let me tell you something about that stuff. That shit absolutely, man, I can't get enough of it, boy, chasing that
awesome,
stuff.
Right?
You see a lot of my videos. I talk about a lot of the photo variations.
Yes.
One of the things I'm doing now is obviously I'm still working on the base sets, and I'm working on. I need one card for 1967 Topps. I need the Seaver rookie, and 67 will be done.
Damn.
And then I'll move on to 66. I need about 60 cards. But in addition to moving backwards on my vintage sets, the other thing I'm trying to do now is do the master sets with all the photo variations, and action variations, and throwback. So, man, there's just so much stuff to. And I don't know why, man, but those photo variation cards and those action variation cards, especially the Heritage, man, they're just so cool.
I think it's
and
really
then Topps.
cool.
Go ahead.
No, that's it. I was just agreeing with you. I was thinking it's really cool too.
And then Topps does those, and I don't know why, man, but I can't get enough of them. And they've done them over the years. I know they did them in 2009, 2010. They did them this year. They do obviously the design of the year, but they put the vintage players on them.
Right.
The
Yes.
Koufax and those things drive me nuts. If I can't get those all in about 30 minutes, I just start shaking, man, and freaking out. I gotta have them. I love those cards, man.
Yeah, I think I pulled my Series 2. I bought one box of Topps Series 2, and unfortunately it was a flop. I was so mad at it. I quit fucking filming it. I was so pissed. I was just having a bad day anyway, and at the time I was like, I had the box for like a week, and I just didn't have the time to break it on camera, and so I think I just forced it, and I just wasn't feeling it, and there was nothing. I hit nothing, but I did pull like a high number Bob Gibson. I think you were just talking about like a vintage player on there. Yeah. So it was like number 650 of Bob Gibson, and as I was just rifling through cards, I was like, I was like, back it up here. I was like, Bob Gibson.
Yeah, those cards are great, man. I love them.
I found
can't get enough of them.
Even in the opening day, a $10 blaster box, you still have a chance at finding like a nice photo variation that can pull in some decent coin.
Absolutely.
I pulled a Giancarlo Stanton, and that one's worth. Well, it's what Beckett says. I have a hard time. Kind of defining what a card is worth. I mean, it's just like what Beckett says, I guess, is kind of what the community goes with. But
yeah, that's a good gauge. And obviously, it's worth what you can, if you decide to sell, it's worth you to sell it for. But
exactly,
I think Beckett gives you a pretty good, ballpark, at least kind of where to start. We'll start from.
Gotcha. I was basically going to finish with what you said, though, is a card is definitely only worth money-wise what you can sell it for. Yep. Just because I bought it for $8,000 doesn't mean it's worth $8,000. It just became priceless to me, and it's only worth what I can sell it for, after that.
And I'll be honest with you, man, I'd rather trade stuff like that than sell it anyway and try to get something back that I need and get somebody else something they need. I mean,
for sure.
Trading like that's so much fun, man. If you can get, I do a lot of trading on Beckett. I mean, you can get, you get guy, 30 or 40 cards he needs, and he sends you 10 or 15 that you need. And I don't give a shit if he's getting $40 of value and I'm getting $9 of value. Right. If it's something I need, shit, I'm in. Let's do it.
Exactly. That's the kind of trading I like to do too. It's not exactly like, oh, all right, well, I'm up to 26, so go ahead and find $3 more worth of stuff. It's just like,
yeah, you owe me 3 cents.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I have
send me the cards.
I don't care.
Keep it.
Exactly. Well, shit, Matt, we've been going for an hour. I think we're probably gonna shut her down right around here. I think that was a pretty good podcast, my friend.
Man, I had a lot more shit to talk about, too.
Shit, well, we're going to have to do another one soon, then.
Right, yeah, this was fun, man.
All right, cool. Well, fucking A, where, besides YouTube, are you on any other social media right now or no?
Yeah, I'm on, it's actually something new. I don't know if anybody else is on it yet. It's called email. So I'm on that.
All right.
You can catch me at mgbenz@hotmail.com.
Boom.
And you can catch me on YouTube.
Is that MG Benz with a Z or an S?
Z. MG like Mercedes.
So gangster when you made that one up.
MG Benz. That's it, man. I got email, I got text, and I got YouTube.
Good shit. That's all you need, brother.
I was actually going to ask you about that, and I don't want to go too much longer,
No,
but
cool. What's up?
you talk. I know other people talk about other card communities, like what are some of the other cool things on the other social media sites that are out there that I don't even know about?
Now that I have I made a new Twitter account when I started the YouTube channel, and it's purely, baseball card people, Tops, all the companies. It's purely just kind of like that type of stuff. So my whole feed is nothing but people showing their hits, asking for, posting things that they want to trade for and stuff. Like a lot of people put their hit lists out for sets that they're trying to fill.
Okay.
It's really, really cool. I find a lot of people out there, a lot of cool cards. Everybody's really super fucking positive. I've only seen it one time where somebody was like talking shit and like the whole community jumped on them. So that was kind of cool to see.
That's cool. Yeah. Kind of police yourself. That's good.
For sure. Yeah. But it's just, the Twitter is just a lot of pictures of people posting their really cool hits and their mail days and add-ons to their PC. And I just finding myself, liking a lot of posts and just meeting and talking with, and, you start commenting on people's posts and stuff, and conversations start coming up and shit, and you start just talking to the person more and more and more and shit. I think it's really sweet, and I'm trying to build up my Instagram, but that is purely like photo driven, and I don't have enough cool cards in my collection to keep people interested for a long ass time. So
right, yeah.
I don't really know a whole lot about what I can do to drive that, but it's not like we need to. I mean, for me, the YouTube community and the Twitter action, that's more than enough to try to handle and be a part of.
Yeah, I'm going to have to check the Twitter. I've never done the Twitter thing before, but it sounds like it's pretty interesting.
It is sweet, and especially with a fresh profile, because it won't be cluttered with bullshit. It's all just whatever you want to follow as the stuff that you'll see. And so I would really recommend doing that.
Yeah, I might check that out.
Cool beans, brother. Well, I'm going to let you.
I appreciate you, man.
For sure. It was awesome, and we'll fucking do it again shortly, all right?
Sounds like a plan, my man.
All right. That was super cool. Thanks a lot for the time, brother, and I'll holler at you later, all right?
All right, man. Have a great one.
All right, later.
Later, bro.